Welcome to Connect. I'm Jerry Kay. With me is Lourdes Quesada. Lourdes is a licensed marriage and family therapist here at the Family Service Agency of Marin. Lourdes, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
I want to focus on children. What are some of the topic areas, the issues that impact children that you can help with here?
Okay, most of the children that come to the agency, they present symptoms of depression, anxiety. Some children are having behavior problems at school. Sometimes the parents are going through difficult times, so the children are experiencing, feelings of lost or what's going on in my family. So we get a variety of difficulties here. Sometimes we get specific children with trauma, like sexual abuse, physical abuse. Specifically, I work with the immigrant population, so some of the presenting problems are children that were left behind in their countries with their grandparents, and then the parents come to the United States, and when the family is reunited, the children have difficulty to the adjustment either with the parents and with the system when they come. So it's a lot of variety of issues that we
And what
work
about
with.
ages? Do you deal with a variety of ages as well?
Usually I work with 5 until 17, 18 years old, but the agency have also programs for little kids like 3 years old. We have the program Child and Parent Interaction Therapy, so they can participate with their parents usually.
And what about the actual services? What sort of services do you provide to these parents and families?
Okay, we do individual treatment. So we have rooms like this. We meet with the child and talk about what's happening. We draw with them. We explore what's going on with the children. We also have groups. Sometimes we see the whole family, depending on how the family dynamic is impacting the child. We need to see the whole family here. We have that program that I mentioned before that is to work in the relationship between parents and the child. So sometimes they come in that for that specific program.
So you can meet with children individually, you can meet with families. One of the things I'm curious about is there an obstacle that prevents people from getting help? Is it they don't see the problem, or they see the problem and don't know what to do?
Yeah, sometimes they see the problem, but it's difficult for some people to recognize, we need help. The majority of the referrals come from the schools. The teachers are very good at that, saying, we see that the child is not making progress at school. There might be something happening. We see him changing his behavior. So that's one way that the parents come here. Other way could be like CPS, the Child Protective Service Agency. When they get a referral, they immediately try to refer the parents to get help here. But I can say that the majority of the families, at least that the problem is really going on for a long time, they feel prompted to get help. Sometimes the cost for if the children don't have insurance, sometimes people might be a little, reluctant, like, well, how can I pay for therapy? This is too expensive. But we have very good way to serve children here, even if they don't have a great income, the parents. So with insurance or without insurance, we can help them here.
I'd like you to give us a little bit of insight into the process. So someone calls you or they're referred to you. What's the next step?
Usually the person leave the information, I need help for my son, he's having this problem. So someone call them back, ask some specific question, what's happening, who referred them here, what kind of symptom do you see? Is your child sleeping well, is eating well? What makes you think that he needs some help? So that intake person take like minimum half an hour of asking some more information about it. And then from there, we do what is called assessment, and then we see, okay, this child will benefit from individual therapy, will benefit for family therapy, so we decide what program they're gonna call. Then they are assigned to a therapist from that specific program, and then the therapist make the first contact with the parent. Then we usually see the parents first to get the permission and to get a relationship with the parents, because without the parents we cannot work with the children. And it's great help in treatment to have the parents on board. And then we meet with the child probably the same day or the following appointment that we do.
And are people here for many sessions over months, or how long about?
It will depend of the problem, and also depend of the funding sources too. Like we have from the medical program, they do the assessment there. So the children come here already with how many sessions they're going to spend. Usually they're like from 16 sessions per year. So we know already that we have that limit of time to solve the problem. And then we have also other type of difficulties, like children that have been severely traumatized, they might need longer time to heal. So it will depend of the presenting problem.
What's the most important message, if you will, talking directly to parents, maybe teachers, other caregivers who see children and know there's an issue? What's the message you want to communicate to them?
Yeah. It's very important to never ignore any behavior changes that you see in the child. Either you can ask, explore a little bit more what's going on, and it's not a problem to just check if they need therapy. We do the assessment, and if what happens, sometimes we can see a child that we decide, well, maybe in few sessions that's it, or maybe he doesn't need it, maybe he needs something else. And so it's never a good idea to ignore those symptoms because something is happening most of the time.
It's one of the most challenging things, I think, in our society. There is maybe a stigma, or it's the hardest thing to diagnose. A broken arm, you know exactly what that is and pretty much how to fix it. But with things, depression or the issues that you're dealing with here, particularly with children, it must be incredibly challenging.
It is incredibly challenging, especially with adolescents. Sometimes we have seen all of these difficulties with adolescents, and then unfortunately they don't get the help they need until they do something really drastic. So it's important just to pay attention, because when a child says something or you notice something, it's good. It's worth it to explore it.
And we're giving folks on the screen right now your phone number and the web address. So it is okay to check out the website and also to call the Family Service Agency of Marin.
Yes.
Lourdes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Lourdes Quesada with the Family Service Agency of Marin. I'm Jerry Kay. Thanks for watching.